What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Fanatics, episode number 16. And let me go ahead and go down the row, starting from my left, probably your right, with our guest panel members today. And we'll go ahead and start out with Gene Paul Ace Peter. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on with you? How's everything going?
Everything's going good, man. Just almost finished scanning everything in, so things are getting good.
Things are getting good. You got getting all those books archived, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's almost done.
Okay, and we've got back with us once again after a long hiatus. He was in different foreign lands, enjoying life for a change. We have with us Greg from Greg's Comic Corner. What's going on, Greg?
What's going on, guys? I don't know if anybody can hear, but there's some massive delay feedback. So
somebody's probably listening to the other end or something.
Yeah, someone's probably listening.
I'm hearing everything twice.
Yeah, someone's probably listening on the other end. You probably need to mute that other mic. So, anyways, welcome back, Greg.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
All right, we're going to bypass Lou because Lou, he's dealing with some issues and rolling some people up right now, so I don't know where he's at. We'll go ahead and roll down with Manny. What's going on? Manuel Melendez, what's up, brother?
What's up, guys? How's everything?
It's going. How's things with you, man?
I'm good, man. I just got my slabs in the other day. Made 2 videos today. I'm good to go.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Great to have you once again. All right, we got Marky from Marky316, also otherwise alias known as Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. What's going on, Marky?
What's up, man? What's up, guys? You know, same old, same old. You know, doing good.
Marky316, also otherwise alias known as...
somebody's watching the video.
Someone's watching the show on your end.
Somebody likes to hear themselves talk.
Yeah.
Not me. No, I think I got off. Is that... Uh-oh. No, that ain't me.
That ain't me either. Okay, next we got Steve, also known as Pain Ace Comics. What's going on, Steve?
What's up, everybody?
Great to have you back, brother, and I'm glad to see that you're feeling a lot better too, man.
Cheers, bro.
Yep. All right, once again we got with us Trevor from Rageous Comics. What is going on? How's things going, Trevor?
Things are going good. Thanks for having me on. Just
always, brother. Always. And of course, my co-hosts, as you guys know, we share. We're not one person. If you guys notice our avatar, we're actually 2 different people. That's why you see him looking one way and I look the other way on the avatar. So we got with us Ray Jr. What's going on, Ray?
What's going on, everybody?
All right, guys. Hey, listen, man. It's I don't know. I would say it's been kind of a slow week. I mean, for the most part, when it comes to comic books and TV shows and things like that. First on the topic, man. You guys get a chance to see The Walking Dead last Sunday? What'd y'all think? Any inputs on that?
awesome.
Great episode.
Good.
Good episode.
It's good. They followed the comic.
Yep.
Last week.
I tell you what, it was an amazing episode. I watched that, man, and I had to rewatch it again, DVR. You know what I mean? Because I just had to go back because that's how great it was to me. I don't know, man. Your thoughts on that, Manny? Did you get a chance to see it?
Yeah, I saw it. Actually, I saw it the Monday after, because when we got off, we started talking and stuff. But yeah, I saw it after. I didn't have a chance to see it on Sunday, but I'm into Walking Dead, so any episode, even the bad ones, are good. So I don't really care.
Shoot, Walking Dead, man, and tonight's supposed to be another really good one too, man. Following from last week, you know what I mean? So psyched about that. Any thoughts and opinions from everybody else on it? What about you, Greg? You get a chance to watch that while you were away?
I actually got to watch it about 2 o'clock in the morning last night. So I thought it was a really good episode. Like everybody said, finally some continuity between the show and the book. But yeah, I thought it was really good, and I'm really excited for tonight's episode.
Awesome, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to tonight's episode as well. And did Tebow, did you join us? Yeah, I think Tim just joined us, but nevertheless, I think he's just trying to jump in right now. But anyways, welcome, Tebow. What's going on?
Totally still, but you gotta watch the kickoff show. What? What's up, motherfucker?
Have somebody up again, man.
Home cream stuff that should be closed.
I don't care.
Everything good, Lou? Hey,
Yeah, they're using some shitty ass slow laptop, and it sucks. I'm like, that's why I bought a super fast, made from scratch computer. So when I turn it on, everything boots up like that.
Yeah, I hear that.
Hey, Tim, welcome to the show, brother. How's it going, man?
I'll let my applause die down first before I can holler at y'all. What's up, 2 nights? What's new?
Not much, brother.
Can you guys hear me okay? I thought the microphone battery was going.
Good, brother. My end.
Sounds good.
Good.
Oh, I
check.
just want to thank Marty for allowing me. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I'd just like to say thank you for letting me on the panel, and I like to see Marty as an inspiration to me for doing live chat videos. I'm going to change the name of my channel to Lords of the Inspiration.
Hey, man, I will tell you, you are more than welcome, man. I'm very humbled by that, Tim. I will tell you, I'm very humbled.
I bet you'd like to eat that humble pie, motherfucker.
All right. Hey, listen, guys. I've got a few things. You know, if you guys noticed, man, I've been a little bit out of the net for a while. I've been fairly busy with a few personal things going on. So I'm actually going to hand the reins over to Ray this evening. So he's actually going to be the one hosting the show. I just thought I'd come on, introduce the panel members and everything. But you know, Ray, hey, I'm going to hand it over to you, brother. You are the man for tonight. And then if just let me know if you need anything, brother. Just send me a text or whatever, man.
Alrighty. All right, everybody. Welcome to Comic Talk, episode 16. We're going to start talking about some topics this week. I know. I personally, I don't go to the local comic book store weekly like most of you guys. So if any of y'all can just chime in on what came out this week, because like I said, I get mine monthly from Midtown once a month. So if you have anything to share, so be it.
I'm like you, man. I get them once a month. So
I got my usual stuff, but you know, probably everybody picked up this one. I got the Harley Quinn Neil Adams variant that came out this week. Yeah, I love the cover too. So that'd be mine, and the Poison Ivy, and that's it.
I picked this one up, the Adam Hughes cover. Also, this one's a bad cover too, because it's done both by Adam Hughes and Adam Hughes. Neil Adams and freaking Terry Dodson.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
So this one's pretty cool. That's it. And yeah, I picked up that hard. Actually, I picked this one up too. This.
The Iron Fist and Power Man. Oh, nice.
I'm not really into Scotty Young, but I thought this was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
He did a Power Man Iron Fist, but.
So
I feel like the person has said that they're not really into Scotty Young's books. I like the little artwork. It looks funny to me. So
yeah, it depends.
They sell pretty well too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think it's cyclical. I think it's the artists of the kind of couple of months, like Scotty Young books. Like, they don't really sell that well anymore, unless you find like What If Venom Possessed Deadpool. That's Scotty Young variant. But I think Adam Hughes is the flavor of the month. Like last month was Jason Scott Campbell, right? And then those kind of fizzed out. And now it's like Adam Hughes, whoever is.
Yeah.
I think it's whoever is on the 1 for 50 or 1 through 25 covers, right? And Adam Hughes seems to be. It's funny because these guys have been around forever. Matter of fact, I went to Long Beach Comic Expo yesterday and I bought a giant box of porn. It reminded me of the 4-Year-Old Virgin because you know Big To Do, right? He has a booth at Long Beach Comic. Tim, you need to buy these. I said, I don't want your big box of porn, Andy. He goes, no, these are cool, man. They were Penthouse Comics.
Yes.
Issues 1 through like 30 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
These are really cool because not only is it just like all kinds of like buck wild sex and hairy muffs in the comics, but it's artwork by Adam Hughes from 1994. That is pretty. I even had some Hustler comics in there from Jim Steranko.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these big guys that are now, I mean, they were all doing art in these Penthouse comics, and some of the stories are like straightforward, kind of like serious comics with just butt naked sex in it, and the others are just way out there. And there's some, there's a Frazetta cover. Who's the guy that did Corbin? Remember that for heavy? Was it Corbin that did Den for heavy metal?
Yeah.
And so there's like some really sexualized fantasy comics. I'll go downstairs and get them later. But he gave me this giant box. I'm like, dude, I'm not carrying that shit around the con. So I just carried it because these are all magazine size. There's like 60 of them, and I was like, man, this is heavy. I gotta walk around a damn con, but
they have some value, Tim. I actually had the first 4 of those when they came out and everything, because at the time I was working at a comic shop, and the first thing we said is like, holy shit, this is some nice artwork, even though it's really out there. But so we all had them and everything, and I actually sold them last year. I got about 150 for the first 4.
Oh, they got value, all right.
Yeah, they got value. No.
All day long, baby. I've been reading through and digging in that ball box.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta mute myself. I'm sorry.
I did a video the other day when I was showing like my monthly comics, and Hercules was in there, and I'm hoping that series continues on because it's a pretty good series. But somebody commented at the bottom stating that Marvel was rebooting again. I heard that before, so is it true?
I haven't heard that. No, I haven't heard that. I mean, I don't think they would. I mean, unless they want to compete with DC, but I doubt. I mean, they would really piss off fans more so than DC would, because
I haven't heard anything about a Marvel reboot at all.
No, not a Marvel. Yeah. They'll be shooting themselves in the head right there. They already rebooted like 2 freaking times already, and now DC's doing their rebirth or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Nah, like I've always said, man, I think it dilutes the art and story when you have so many titles that you're spreading your roster thin, right? You know, I mean, DC for a while had a good thing going when they just had a few main titles and Snyder was doing the thing, and then back before Marvel rebooted, right, Bendis was writing like 4 different titles, Hickman was writing 4 different titles, and now, I mean, you pick up some of these new #1s, man, the artwork in it is just horrible, right? I mean, so, I mean, you know, besides Allred, who I hate doing Silver Surfer, but there's some other titles that come out and you just look at the artwork, like, you know, at least DC keeps the same aesthetic across all their titles, right? Because Jim Lee is an art-driven publisher when he's the head of DC Comics. So you guys like Finch and these other guys. But then Marvel kind of thinks outside the box and they kind of do these abstract, I don't know what the fuck to call it, man. Have you ever seen The Vision or Moon Girl and some of these other books that are kind of out there, like Mike Allred? You know, the art is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, those I'm not really into a lot of DC Marvel stuff. I mean, so personally, I don't really like Marvel right now, except for the Star Wars stuff. But that's about it.
Yeah, I read Spider-Man right now, and that's it for Marvel.
Yeah, because I'm done with those. I just hate those reboots. Like they keep rebooting fucking everything.
Yeah, because I don't even know why.
Sales, and get new readers on.
What'd you say now?
I'll tell you what I did pick up yesterday that I think is going to be a hot book. I've been talking about Contest of the Champions from Marvel, and they've been rebooting like dead characters and old characters. So I picked up this. Was the first appearance of the New Warriors and Night Thrasher. And Night Thrasher just appeared in the Contest of the Champions. And in another series, they brought back Skull the Slayer. I fucking found this thing. It was half off. It was $20, and I bought it for $10. First appearance of Skull the Slayer, who appears at the end of another contest. No, it was Squadron Supreme #3. Came out last week. Skull the Slayer appeared in the last panel, so they're bringing him back too. So it's like all these weird, obscure characters from like the 70s and 80s they're trying to bring back, which is kind of cool for nostalgia kicks, and I think it'll give their first appearances a boost, you know, like Night Thrasher, New Warriors, Skull the Slayer, and whoever else they bring out. So that's the only thing. If you're not reading Contest of Champions, that's a really fun read, man.
Well, I noticed on Disney, the Disney Channel, the cartoon channel, that they're doing the Spider-Man cartoon, and they've been having a lot of that Contest of Champions showing on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that's the reason why.
Is that show better now? Or is it really still really kind of kid friendly?
Has anyone played a game of that?
It's Disney, of course. It's kid friendly. It's on the Disney Channel. It's not gonna be anything else.
But you know how, remember Avengers Assemble was a bit more serious, where the Spider-Man was a straight-up guy, very jokey. But at least the Avengers, what was it? Avengers Assemble, or which is that the new one? Because I remember the first Avengers cartoon was awesome. First Mightiest Avengers or something like that, and they had the Korvac storyline. I mean, they had all these characters. And now that's where they moved to Disney XD. Do you guys remember that? It was on, I think, maybe Cartoon Network. Was that when their first Avengers cartoon was on?
You talking about the one from the 2000s, I think?
No, it was like literally maybe 3 years ago, right before they moved to Disney XD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like the concept of it, but like you said, it's a little bit more kid friendly because it's on Disney. Disney's trying to get all the audience out there to come watch the stuff. So.
It's funny is Deadpool appeared on that Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Disney must have been turning in their graves when they saw that Deadpool movie.
So can you imagine you're like a 7-year-old kid and you saw Deadpool and your parents have no idea about it and they go, well, let's go see this movie, and then you see fucking Deadpool getting butt fucked by his girlfriend and shit. Spoiler alert.
Oh, okay. Well, moving right along, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen my video, so I got these in the mail the other day from CBCS, 2 of my Golden Age books that I sent in, and I was pretty pleased with the grades that I got. I got the Marvel Family number 10, which was in 1947. Fawcett was the comic book publisher back then, and I came back with a 5.5 for this one.
Nice.
And then Captain Marvel Adventures, number 47 from 1945. This one came back as a 4.0.
I think anytime you can get a slab Golden Age book, that's fucking, you know what I mean? That's fucking awesome to anybody's collection, regardless if it's a key or not.
Yeah, those 2 books together cost me, even with shipping, $64 to get graded by CBCS. So I thought that was pretty
Golden Age books are the most expensive.
Yeah, but that was before. Oh, sorry, Tim. That was before they raised the prices. CBCS, was that before they raised the price?
Yeah, I sent those in December.
Yeah, that's okay. Now it's gonna cost you more than that.
How much is a modern economy normal for CBCS?
Now it's $18, the same price as CGC.
Yeah, it was $15.
It was 15.
And then,
yeah.
If you got a signature on there, you want it verified. It's $25 for that first signature and then $15 for the next. But I don't know what it is now because I got 2 sets of orders that I sent in November, so with signatures already on it. So I was grandfathered in, so I don't know what the price is now. What it's going to cost.
Yeah, well, I mean, you already sent them in November, so it doesn't matter. Anything after I think January to now, the prices went up.
Yeah, I just sent in a Superman Golden Age book, and it's under the new pricing, and it was $58 for Quickstream.
So let me ask you guys this now. I know a lot of you guys like CBS. I mean, now that there's not really a monetary gain, or excuse me, a monetary discount for getting a CBCS book graded as opposed to a CGC book, if they're the same price and the turnaround times aren't really, they're pretty much the same too. Will you guys still stick with CBCS, or would you guys think more?
I like
would
the slabs better.
Yeah, I love those slabs.
The only thing is, I'm sorry guys. The only thing is, I would. I got some Golden Age books that are coming in from pressing. They should be here tomorrow or something. So I'm gonna send those in to CGC just because I get a discount. So if I send them to CBCS, I'm not gonna get a discount. It's just like 3 books. So I'm gonna submit them to CGC. So I'm not. I mean, I would love to submit them to CBCS, but I don't get a discount, so I don't want to pay.
Manny, yeah, you know what, Manny? That's a good point, man. Because I don't know, you guys know this. There's the higher tiers you go up for. I just got a CGC membership as well. I finally bite the bullet. But if you get the big one, which is like 300 something a year, you get like 15 to 20% off, and the highest discount you can get for CBCS is only 10%. And here's a good hint. If you guys want to get a CGC membership, I just did this. I only signed up for the membership because I was submitting books at Long Beach for a signature series. I got like Chris Claremont, Len Wein, and Bob Layton. But if you get the $150 a year, you get an immediate $150 credit for your first submission.
Oh,
So
wow.
I submitted the 4 signature series books and fast-tracked them, and after my $150 credit, all I had to do was pay $13, and at the end of the year, I can cancel. So I basically got that submission for free.
Oh, but hold on one second, Tim. That doesn't count for the signature series,
No,
if I'm
for
not
the
mistaken.
submission. For the
Oh.
submission, the credit. It's the discounts don't apply to the signature series, but before the CGC used to say you get 4 free submissions, and
Yeah.
people weren't using them. So now they said you just get a $150 credit, and you can use that for whatever you want.
Oh, I mean, because I got the membership last year, and I'm asking the girl, does this count for signature series books? And the girl was like, no, only for anything you're submitting without a signature.
Yeah, correct. So, but this way is different because you get $150 credit to use however you want. So you can use 30 here, 40 here. But
Yeah,
now,
no, I got the same one with the $150 and everything. I have the same one. That's the one that I got.
I called them and they said like people weren't using them or using them correctly. They didn't know how to use it. I think a lot of people were upset that it didn't apply to signature series and stuff like that. Like the guy I go through normally who submits for me and gets a discount, he doesn't get discounted for a signature series either. So that's the whole reason I just bit the bullet, paid the $150, and I figured, man, at least I got 4 free submissions out of it, and then at the end of the year I won't renew. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah. Yeah, it pays for itself if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just like I stated before. I sent my 2 Silver Ages to CBCS, and I just got an email yesterday saying that they're on their way back and everything like that. So this is my first time using them, so I'll see how they come out and everything like that. But I've always used CGC either through going through a dealer or doing it online. You know, before, I used to get a 10% discount. And if you'd like, some of the sites were affiliated with it, like Mile High Comics and I think there was another one, Comic Link and stuff like that. If you clicked on the link, it will take you to CGC site with the form and everything, and it will put in their code, and you get 10% off. But now they don't do that no more. Now they want you to get the membership and all that. I don't know. I got a couple of books. I mean, that I maybe want to get graded because they're just sitting around, and I want to preserve them and all that stuff. I'm not looking to flip them.
All things being even, I would like if the pricing is the same and they sell for the same and everything, I would always pick CBCS just because the slabs to me look so much nicer.
Yeah,
displaying them on the
They did mess up. They did mess up. I just got my my books. I just opened the box today. I did an unboxing, and they messed up my freaking Hulk 600. Instead of putting freaking Jeff Loeb, they put Jeff Lowe on the on the thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this Big Apple Con and I'm gonna tell them, listen, you guys messed up. And on the paperwork, it even says Jeff Lowe. I was like, I looked at the paperwork. I said, hold on, it's not Jeff Loeb. It's Jeff.
I picked these up on at the show. I got 1 CBCS and 1 CGC, so I was like, here, I'm gonna do one of each. So I got Nova #1, and I got that Black Mask. Black Mask. It's a CBCS 9.6. So, and I got both of these.
Yep.
150.
Not bad.
150? Wow, that's good.
That's good.
Well, it was from the Big To Do. That's why he's a buddy. Right. So I just hand him shit, and I'm like, just give me a price. And just give me this, because his thing is he doesn't want to carry a bunch of shit home with him. So he's like, man, I just want to sell everything I bring to the show. Those are the best people to deal with at a show. Maybe next week I'll do a video about what happened in Long Beach, but I had some hilarious fucking interactions with dealers. I had one dealer tell me to never come back to his booth because
What'd you do to him?
it was weird because every book he had was raw, right? So I was looking for Luke Cage Power Man #1, right? So and I go, do you have one? He goes, yeah, I got a high grade one. And his price on it was $475. I go, oh shit, well let me see. And I looked at it, I go, what the fuck? The black cover, right? So I could see at least 7 or 8 color breaks down the spine. He goes, it's really hard to find a high grade with a black cover. And I said, you're right, because you said I found one, motherfucker. This ain't a high grade. So he goes, it's 8.5. So I was like, I'll humor you. I said, will you take 400? He goes, nah, I can't go that low. I was like, it's not an 8.5 though. He goes, I've been collecting comics since the 60s.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I know.
You gotta love those guys.
And I go, let me do this. Let me go grab. There's a CGC 8.5, and let's bring it over here and let's compare what a graded 8.5 looks to as opposed to what you think this raw is. And immediately he goes, fuck CGC, they're a waste, they're a
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man. Then he goes, give it back to me. Don't ever come back to my booth.
You're just an angry fella, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I know.
He's one of those old school guys.
Yeah, I know we discussed this before, but what do you prefer better, CGC, CBS, CBCS, or PGX, and the reason why? I know I like CBCS. I mean, 4 months, I can't be too picky, but I know with CGC, the prices were a little bit outrageous for me, but seeing that CBCS is trying to raise their prices a little bit, they might be about the same, but what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to give you my thoughts right now. Right now, Big Apple Con is coming over here, New York City, in about 2 more weeks.
Hell yeah.
So, CGC right now, they're shitting in their pants because the Friday before, they're doing one free submission for a modern book.
Really?
Yeah, Mikey. So if you want to be here Friday, it's from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So I think they're scared of what CBCS is doing. And CBCS's customer service is way better than CGC because when you go there and you interact with them, it's like they don't give a shit about you. They just want you to submit the books, hurry up, do what you got to do. No conversation at all. But when you get a signature person from CBCS, they go with you, they start talking to you, or how long, blah, 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 how long you been collecting and all this stuff. And I kind of like that because, you don't want to be next to somebody. You don't want to feel uncomfortable. This guy don't give a shit about you, about what the fuck you're doing. And you know what I'm saying? So you want to feel comfortable when you're with somebody. You want to feel like you know the person. So that's mine.
That's shocking that they're doing that. Because I didn't see that because we're going to the same show and everything.
I posted on Facebook. I reposted it. Yeah, somebody else. I found out about somebody else.
I'm not going to be able. By the time I get out of work and get on a train to get out there, I'm not going to be able to. But that's cool. Yeah, they're shitting in their pants. It sounds like.
But I like what you said, Benny, about that interaction though, is because they'll email, like when I send books in. I emailed, asking, what's the status or whatever, and then the guy, I think his name is Zachary or whatever, he responds back and says, hey, sir, how's your day, blah, blah, blah. And it's like just another person that I've been talking to for a long time. I can email him at any time and ask a question, and then he responds
Let me tell you a little story about that CBCS. Like I said, I just sent out an early Superman book, and on their website, they have 2 addresses with 2 different. It's like 33712 and 33733, whatever. And then so I contacted them and I asked them, so where am I sending this book? I'm in Canada. Our postal system works a little different, blah, blah, blah. And they gave me a P.O. box. So they gave me a third address to send it to. So then I reconfirmed with him, and he's like, no, if you're sending by Canada Post or a post office, you ship here. If you're sending by FedEx or UPS, you ship here. But none of that is on their forms. It just has an address that you ship to. So, I mean, they should maybe clarify that a little better. But as far as customer service, they got back to me right away about it. Great customer service, but that was a little strange because I never had any problems with previous CBCS submissions just shipping it normally without using a PO box. So
that definitely, I would say, when I was contacting where I was contemplating sending those 2 Silver Ages, and I was asking questions, because remember, I think I told you guys off air or whatever like that I had a loose page on one, and then the staple was not attached to this, but it was still together, and all of a sudden I wasn't missing staples. And CGC, I didn't get anything back from. CBCS, they just told me this is how it is. If you want to send it, we only look for this. If it's totally detached, yes, it will be marked and all that. So I said, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it, and wait till they're on their way back. So you'll see an unboxing video when they come in. But I like their customer service. That they were really quick, and I'm still waiting for the reply from CGC.
And even the vice president of CBCS, he would sit there and he would talk to you and he was on his phone and he was having a personal, like a business call or something. He stopped his business call for a second. I don't know if maybe it wasn't a business call, but he stopped his business call for a second and he literally just stood there, just started talking to you, and it was like 15 minutes past, and he had the other person on the phone. I was like, oh shit, it must have not been a business call because, but still, you know, just that, him giving you that attention, and you know, for, you know, they really care about the people, the collectors.
Let me ask
Well,
Payday.
you know, most of them used to work at CGC anyway, so they probably saw that. No interaction. So when he formed his own company with CBCS, he probably implemented that with his staff, as in, you know, interaction is good with the with
I would like to get an international opinion on this. Let's ask my mate Payday. Payday. So across the pond in Europe or maybe the UK, I mean, what options do you guys have for grading? I mean, is it just pay the exorbitant fucking shipping costs to the States? Somebody told me there's a grading company. I don't know if it's called RPG or RPA or Volt. There's somebody that they're Europe based. I mean, what do you UK collectors do when they want to slab their books?
Well, what I find on eBay is pretty much 99% of the graded books are CGC. There's not very many PGX or CBCS books. There are a few comic shops that have the CGC affiliation thing, so you can send shit through them. But what I've heard from other UK collectors is it turns out cheaper to send it yourself to CGC.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, like if you have raw comics that you want to slap, because I follow CGC, and they were just at the London show taking submissions. So at least you would save money one-way shipping, but you would still have to pay shipping for the way back. Because that's why our CGC booth this year at Long Beach, you couldn't find a witness because they were understaffed. Because you know everybody, they sent most of them to. I guess it was a London show over the weekend.
Yeah, I was meant to go to that, but I'm a bit unwell at the moment, so I had to cancel.
Yeah, that's one of the things I hate about CGC is the fact that unless they witness it, they won't confirm it any other way.
CBCS will let you sign a form at their table, so you could be a signature verifier yourself at the shows.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys knew that, but just to let you guys know, if you want to ever, if you're gonna be too busy, because
that's good.
They discriminated on them actually. Reed Pop last year, New York City Comic Con. CGC had two sections, one in the artist alley and one in the main area. And when I asked this question to Steve, he said, "You know what? They told us that they have no room or whatever." He said something about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I felt that. I mean, I'm not gonna." He felt a certain way about that. Just put it like that.
Yeah, as far as I know, and I deal with a lot of facilitators, and I've had bad experience with facilitators, that CGC, there's one individual that takes care of all their signature series. His name is Michael Bayland or something like that, and you can't just show up to a booth and be like, I want to, verify my own signature, obviously, for the reasons of that. But what he does is he interviews facilitators to make sure that they're, good people or whatever. But because at a CGC, so they're the guys that work for CGC that will witness your signings, and they're people who have gone through the routine and fill out the paperwork with CGC to become a witness or facilitator. And those guys, like I had somebody I know do it for me because I didn't want to stand in line. I was like, here, just take it for me and I'll pay you whatever. And what's interesting, when I was at the booth today, the CGC guy was cracking people's slabs.
No, but I'm using it to hold the thing up.
Yeah, he was cracking slabs because this guy brought in a yellow label and he wanted to get another signature on it. So the CGC rep will actually crack the slab for you.
Yeah, it's very difficult to hold this up with the phone. Here, there you go.
As long as you can get, that's how people get like multiple signatures on the same slab. If CGC cracks the slab for you at a show and they're still within eyesight of you, you can get another signature on your already slab book. The only caveat is they don't guarantee the grade, so it has to go back through grading again. So if you have a 9.8, it still keeps the yellow label, but it has to go through the grading process again, just in case. He gave a horrible example. He goes, what if you're walking through the convention floor and somebody drops a fucking Slurpee on it? I'm like, well, I'll probably go to jail because I'm going to hit that fucker. I was like, that was like the worst scenario. Yeah, I was like, but it was funny because Chris Claremont was having a private signing. I didn't know that. I was like, hey, can I get a witness? He goes, are these 4 all for Chris Claremont? Yeah, he goes, just give it us because we're doing a private signing and you just have to pay what Chris Claremont is charging. I was like, cool. So I just left the books there and they took care of everything.
Yeah, they do that at New York City Comic Con for Kirkman because Kirkman, they cut his line off at 75 image booth. So they do that for him. They have like exclusives with people. But to get back on this with the signature series thing, you see, I got the paperwork here, and I just have to. When I go to the show, I just sign. Well, my friend signed it for me because actually he's getting a job with them. So he signed it, and he gave me the paperwork. He said, read it, and that's it. And when I go there, I just fill out the paper that they're going to hand me, and that's it.
Yeah, because your friend is already a facilitator, right?
Yeah, and you could also do it when you go to the show, because if you guys know, I don't know if you guys are sub to Francis McMilliman. He's had done it also at the shows, and he just signs the paper. He reads the paper, he signs it, and they kind of know him already, so he submits a lot of books.
Yeah, because if you come with a facilitator, what they can do is deputize you for the show. I mean, that's what Anastasia Comics did, and that's what fucked up my experience at Kamikaze. They just brought a bunch of friends with them along to be witnesses, and all these jackoffs didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah, I would have definitely been like, all right, you got the signature, that's fine, come on, let's go. I mean, come on, you right there, the guy's right there. I mean, you were standing on line. I don't understand why, it's just stupid.
I'm telling you, the whole industry about signatures, signings, verification, it's all, I mean, it's so sketchy, dude, because it's all based off of, the honor system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like...
Well, I know with CBCS, I sent my books in that had already been signed, that verification, they said they have like this machine or whatever that verifies the signature, so I don't know how true that is. Because if you look at Stan Lee's signature, it's not the same. Like, you can sign your book and then sign mine, the fucking signature is not the same.
That's right.
Because I've got
They
six
probably
of them
got
signed
like
by, and not all the signatures are the fucking same.
I know some of the authenticators because when I was doing PSA DNA, when they were big and all that, and they would come around and do the sports memorabilia, they actually have a laptop all set up with a database with every known athlete that they know of, and different variations of their signatures, like maybe from the 1950s and now and all that. So they have some way of telling, depending on the authenticator and all that stuff that they got with the book. So they probably have like a database of signatures, and they can just try to match and see if it. Because if you see like the Porn Stars show, when they have that guy, that's a PSA DNA rep, and he comes in and he shows.
Porn Stars?
Yeah, Porn Stars.
Yeah, he said porn.
Porn.
Different kind of porn.
It's the New York accent. Whatever, but yeah. So that's what they do to determine the signature and all that stuff.
Yeah, I actually called CBCS when I got my first signature verification done last year, and I wanted to know what the process was. And they said when it's not on site or when you send it into them, they actually use human eyes and as well as a database, because they have to. So they'll look at a Stan Lee signature from 1970, 1960 to get reference. So you have to have an idea when the book was signed when you give it to them, so they can look. Because I told the story about my buddy Frank, man. He got his book sent back because they said this is a Stan Lee signature. And that was once again because Anastasia collected. They said if we're not the ones that did the actual witnessing, and a facilitator sent it to us, they can refuse it because it looked like Stan Lee signed Elmo on it. It didn't even look like his signature. But the dude is old. They got him signing for like fucking 8 hours, man.
That's crazy. They should not do that to him.
Yeah, he's doing his final Canadian appearance at Fan Expo.
Yeah, I saw that. I think he may be winding down, man.
Fan Expo in Canada, in Toronto this year is going to be insane because everybody is going to go to see Stan Lee's last Canadian appearance.
I guarantee you they're going to gouge Stan Lee Collectibles.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Charging a dick and a leg for a
going to the one me and Martin going to in June, and then a week or two later he's going to the one in Denver. Because one of my buddies is going to the one in Denver, because I didn't know he was going to the one in Texas, because I was about to send my buddy my Hulk 181 to get signed by him. But now he's going to be there in Texas. I can do it myself. And then Lin Wen get that signature, and then I'm gonna send those two and send that one in to get graded.
I wish he'd show up again in New York.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Yeah.
I don't think he is, though. I mean, this is his hometown. He should make an appearance here, you know?
That's right.
I think he will. I think he will when he's saying that's it. I'm not doing no more cons. He'll definitely do New York for one more time. I mean, I can't see him not just saying, okay, I'm going to do everybody else but New York. No, I don't see
Well,
that.
he's
Guys
named-
in New
he's
York,
named-
But when that happens,
NY Comics, man, NY Comics, Big Sean, and he does. They get Stan Lee signatures for the East. For the West Coast, it's Anastasia Collectibles. It's exclusive for Stan Lee. On the East Coast, it's NY Comics, and the cat Big Sean is really cool. I talked to him. But for you guys in New York, man, they always get John Romita's signature because he lives in New York City, and they go to his house to get things signed. Man, you guys should hit him up.
Yeah.
You go to his house.
Yeah, he lives in Long Island.
Yeah.
They're not
He's
gonna
from
go.
the
Why
island.
don't you go to his house then?
I
Knock on
don't
his
know
door.
where the guy lives, but I'll try to find it.
You're gonna be camping
I'm
on the
not
front of the yard.
stalking John Romita Sr. I'm not stalking you, dude. I just want some shit signed, so don't mind me if my bald-headedness comes to your door.
Remember back in the day, they used to have those books with all their addresses, and you could
Yeah,
send
and you can send stuff, and yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, Steve Ditko still lives in the city.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in some apartment in the Manhattan somewhere in the same place. They don't show you the address because, I don't know. He's a little cuckoo
Steve
anyway.
Ditko's dead. I thought he died.
Nah, he's still alive.
No shit.
Yeah.
He don't do signings because he's not all there.
Yeah. Have you guys checked out
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. You go, Ray. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So with Stan winding down, I know TiVo. I know you talked about this before. You think his autograph will go skyrocket, or
Initially,
it'll stay high for so long and level off?
He
Because
signs anything.
I
though.
seen the Deadpool book for one, and it had a Stan Lee signature on it, and motherfuckers was wanting an outrageous prices for that. But at New Mutants '98.
Yeah, you know, I think initially, remember when Herb Trimpe died and the Hulk 181s and anything Herb Trimpe signed was going crazy, and I think initially it will, but there's so much fucking Stanley stuff. I bet you Stanley Collectibles is sitting on a bunch of shit that they waiting for him to croak to release and sell. They're going to make him sign a ton of shit and hold it off until he passes away, and they're going to sell it, and they're going to say, oh, all the proceeds go to Stan Lee's foundation or some bullshit, right? You know, to be a charity, I think all you have to give is like 10% to be a nonprofit. So whenever you see nonprofit, don't, you know, it doesn't mean they're not making money. They just have to get a very small percentage to be considered a nonprofit. So whatever foundation these guys are running or whatever, you know, so I don't know. Get it, whatever you can. Sign by Stanley now. Just, you know, don't be a jackass and get a Harley Quinn signed by Stanley or something.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a character.
It's kind of
already this year.
It's kind of like the.
Well, you know, there's been comments. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying with the whole thing, you know, because we know Stan Lee is like 98 years old, and it's kind of like with the. I'm going to use a sports analogy. Mickey Mantle. When he passed away, all his stuff spiked like ridiculous. But then it leveled off because Mickey Mantle signed a lot of stuff in his later years. So there is a ton of Mickey Mantle stuff now. But now as you know, he's not around no more. You know, now it's getting a little bit harder to get a Mickey Mantle, and you're going to be paying some money with it. So you're going to have a spike, and then it's going to level, and then it's going to start creeping up again once the well starts getting dry, and you don't see a lot of Stan Lee autographs because everybody's holding on to them or doesn't want to get rid of them or something like that.
So that should be like 100 years then, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a while because Stan Lee, Stan Lee signs hundreds of stuff. He'll sign a napkin for crying out loud, and that will be CGC for crying out loud. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely
CGC 2.0.
Yeah, that napkin from the Hilton Hotel in New York.
Well, allow me to do a shameless plug then right now. I have a Fantastic Four 13 3.5 signed by Stan Lee that I'm raffling off on Instagram. $10 a ticket, man. You can get a first appearance of the Watcher for $10, man.
And I'm in there, and I hope I win.
Yeah, because I know with Desert Wind, that's who I used to go through to get Stan's signature for me. It used to be like just right off the bat, it was like 130 for the signature and to get it graded and the shipping. And then I looked at it the other day because I was like, well, I need to get this signature along with Lin Win. I know that they can get it done for me, even though I had a bad experience with them. They want 170 now.
Yeah, the price went up.
Go to NY Comics, man. They have the best. I compared them to Desert Winds and Anastasia's, who also do stand. Go to them. They're cool cats. They're doing a Todd McFarlane signing coming up at the deadline. I think it's March.
Yeah.
It's $50 a signature for any. So that's why I'm sending my ASM 300. I'm gonna crack it and get, because McFarlane only signs once a year or twice a year.
Yeah.
They all show up to his house, and NY Comics and Anastasia Collectibles are the two exclusive guys that are going there. Besides, guys who are consultant or have a facilitator thing. But go to NY Comics. I live in California, and I'm going to go to NY Comics.
I know McFarlane 2 years ago was at the New York Comic Con, and I was online for hours, and because he talks to his fans and he's really good, and then. It was the end of the day, so I figured, all right, I got an hour before they shut down, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and I was right there. Then some security guards said, we got to pack it up. Everybody has to go. Take all your friends outside. And everybody went, oh, man. And he got up. He said, nope, you guys follow me. Come on, we're going to have a chat outside. So then he took us around. We were like in a semicircle, like he's right in the middle. And he's just talking to everybody and taking everybody's stuff and signing it. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So I got my Spawn #1 signed.
Todd McFarlane at Kamikaze, he signed, but there was no CGC witnesses, so he was just signing things for people. But if you want to get a CGC witness signed, you have to pay the $50 and have it signed.
Yeah, I'm probably going to send that, because the Spawn book that he signed, because I had like 3 of them and all that, even though it may have a little bend on it, I'll probably press it out and whatever. I'm going to send out the CBCS to the signature verificator.
If any of you guys have the McFarlane ASM run, like $299, $298, $300, hit up NY Comics, because not only you get McFarlane signatures in a couple of months, they can get Dave Michelini's signature, so you get a double signature.
Nice.
And Michelini, I think, was the writer on that ASM run that McFarlane started doing.
Cool. Very cool.
So this year, summertime rolling right along, and a lot of y'all guys going to the cons. Is there a set limit that you have for books that you're going to get signed, or is it just that one particular that you want to get signed and graded?
Well, as for me, I'm only going to the one, which is the Big Apple Con, but I'm just looking for some Silver Age back issues. You all know I'm looking for the Aquaman or anything else, and maybe try to do some trades or whatever. I'm going to bring over some Silver Ages that I've second appearance Silver Ages that I have, and see what I can do. Maybe I can get something. I think Manny, remind me. I know it's Neil Adams and Jim Serenko is going to be at the show that we're going to. Correct?
Yeah. Ramona Fridon's gonna be there now too.
Okay. Oh,
so
cool.
if you want to get a sketch from her,
she
does amazing art. She's up there in age also too. If you want to, me personally, I would tell you to do it because she's like 80. She's like 90 years old already, and she's still sketching.
What the hell?
So yeah, she's still sketching. Wow. She's still doing well. She only makes like maybe 2 appearances a year. And if I'm advising you to, if you have, put money on the side and get a sketch from her. She doesn't charge much, $45.
That's a good price. Fair price.
Hey, when is NYCC? When is that one coming up?
I believe it's October 7th through the 10th.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that. You see that?
Get your nerves ready, man. I'm coming out there for New York City Comic Con.
I'll be there. I'll be here.
Don't those tickets sell out in like minutes?
Yes. They make you wait in this queue for hours to get your tickets.
My comic store was ticked because he used to sell the tickets. But they told him that they're not allowed to sell the tickets. Only Midtown Comics is allowed to sell the tickets, and he got really pissed off about that. So I'm not going to be able to make it. That
was a Saturday for San Diego. You had to do last Saturday was the last chance you get for San Diego Comic Con. You have to wait in the lobby at 8 a.m. and hopefully you can get in. So
wow.
Yeah, it's gonna get like that. I'm telling you, it's gonna get. Now they I said this last week, I think, they're expanding the Javits Center, and they canceled the show that they had in the summertime, the special edition. They canceled that because they want to concentrate on New York City Comic Con and have the events all over the city because they have like a super week before before. So that super week shit. To be honest with you, I think that's just garbage. It's just a waste.
Yeah, I don't do anything with it.
But it's like, why you canceled the summer show? I waited 3 hours online in the summer show just to get my New York City Comic Con tickets, and I was happy with that. I'd rather do that than go camping at Midtown Comics for some stupid tickets and But,
all right, so Manny, you taking me to the strip clubs, or is Big Easy or Jimmy City going to be taking me to the strip clubs?
they got the one in the BX.
Bro, we went to the Bronx for that jungle boot. I love the Borica jungle booties, man.
It's called Sin City.
Sin City, oh shit.
Yeah, the one in the BX.
Sounds
I want to go to the one where the New York Giant held a gun inside of his sweatpants.
Oh, yeah, and he shot himself.
Hey, man, when you wear sweats to a strip club, you know you shady, because there's less, room for, when you wear jeans, you can't feel all of it, but he wore sweats so he can get the max.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's a a famous person. They won't let you in with like sweatpants or shorts. You gotta wear pants.
Oh yeah, so you gotta be a professional player to come in there.
Yeah, with some sweatpants and shorts, Well,
I'm gonna invent some denim looking sweatpants.
If you walk in there with like 50, 60 grand, they'll let you dress.
They'll give me the front row treatment.
Oh man!
Be like, is that a bar you got? I'm like, nah, that's a CGC slab. I'm going to NYCC.
Well, everybody knows I purchased a lot of my older books online through eBay, and I've been finding some great deals. I've even been outbidded a couple of times by people on the panel. But
sorry.
Hey, they're right, Mark. But
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
But a lot of y'all, do y'all go there as well to looking for like key books or just some books to fill your gaps? Because I know when I go to Midtown to find some of those books that I need, they might have like the number before it or the number after.
Yeah.
So
if you go to they charge you retail. They don't give you nothing. You go to their store, they have the book on the wall. They'll have a sale, 40% off back issues, and the books on the wall will be 25% off. And you will not get anything, nothing. They won't give you no discount, no nothing. You go in there, they don't want to give you anything because they're like a chain. It's like a chain store. It's not a mom and pop shop.
Yeah.
So, and some of the people that work there are very shady. Like they don't even want to talk to you or nothing. But they, of course, they'd be like, oh, do you need some help or whatever? But they will not. They're just a little shady, Midtown Comics to me. But I only go there for like modern books, and maybe if I really want a back issue or older book and they have it, I will buy it. But other than that, I won't.
And forget it if you try to film something for YouTube, they start screaming.
Yeah.
Tell you guys, my secret digging ground is Amazon.com, man. There's a lot of.
I was just gonna say that.
Comics on there, yeah.
Yes. But sometimes that can backfire too, because sometimes I usually buy them if they show a picture and I actually can see the book. The other ones you have to take a gamble. But you know what? But you know what? For a gamble, let's just say I should have got it. I think the guy wanted like $40 for New Teen Titans #2, which is the first Deathstroke, and I was contemplating it, and then I like literally as soon as I said, well, maybe I'll get it, and I looked at it, it was fucking gone already. So there is risk with the reward with Amazon dealing with some of those guys. And of course, how they ship them. I mean, I've gotten the famous yellow mailer from them, and and you just cringe when you see that vanilla envelope right at your front door, all crunched up, and you're like, motherfucker. And but usually I try to do eBay, and my horror stories have been with the Aquaman fiascos that I'm having right now. But sometimes you can find a lot of good deals on eBay. And sometimes you can find some of these sites, affiliated sites, like, some of these vendors that go to these cons and everything like that. You go to their websites, and you can actually email them and say, hey, you're saying 150 for Aquaman number 11. What's the best that you can do? I mean, it won't hurt to ask, and sometimes they come back and say, I'll take $20 off. I'll take it for 100, or if you buy a couple more books, we can talk a little bit, So
Yeah,
I like that kind of feel.
At the con I went to last year, they wanted a certain amount for Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8. And then I told him I think about it. I was walking away, and the wife was like, "Just go get it, because you're gonna be mad if you go back and then somebody else gets it."
That's right.
So I went back and I asked him how much, and he's like, "Well, he wanted 170 for it." And I told him no, I wouldn't do it. It was an 8.0 though, and then he was like, "Okay, I'll take 120 for it." I was like, "Okay."
8.0 for Secret Wars number 8? That's a lot. That's a little much for the price that you pay for.
Yeah, well, he was already graded.
Yeah, even if it was already graded for 8.0.
Yeah, well, hey, I wanted it.
You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn.
That's it.
I went and got that sucker because at a near mint, that sucker's going for what?
I bought a 9.6 for like $40.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I bought the whole set 2 years ago for $50, but I send the number 8 to get graded, and it came back a 9.6, and it never was pressed. So imagine if I press it, it'll probably come back a 9.8.
Oh, okay. Well,
I actually just redid that whole set with new bags and boards, and I remembered getting that. I got the whole set on eBay many moons ago, and I think I only paid $25 for the set. And then I looked at it, and it was really, I mean, yeah, you see some little bends and all that. Yeah, and it probably can be pressed out, especially on the number 8. But the number 8 was pretty decent out of all of them and all that. So
sometimes when you look at the number 8, it looks kind of faded.
Yes.
So you're like, oh shit, is this faded, or is this how the book was?
Have any of you ever gotten a 10?
Nah.
Nope.
Any PGX?
No.
I think I only seen one, and that was like a 9.9 though. I saw it was the highest.
I've seen 10s.
I've seen them at the
Tons
time.
of those 3D covers, those ventricular.
Yeah, the
covers,
3D covers. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
CGC
the
didn't even
hearts-
give me a 10. They gave me a 9.8.
The
Wizard-
hardstock
Wizard-
covers are really easy to get 9.9s and 10. The Big To Do actually showed me his. Remember the I think it's Deadpool #1, The Circle Chase, his first miniseries, and if you got that 90s hardstock cover, you got the 10 on that. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
There's certain books
Wizard
that
in the shop.
you can nail 9.8s on, like The Killing Joke. I mean, unless you've totally finger fucked it, you can normally get 9.8s all day with those because of the prestige format, right? Because they're all the kind of hard covers. I mean, those books, you can't even read them because they're so tightly bound, right? I mean, shit. Like, I didn't want to read mine because I was like, I want to grade this, and I started opening. I'm like, damn, it's like shit. I don't want to fuck it up, so I just read it on mine.
That's it. With those books, it's really easy to get like a high grade, but if you fuck it up just a little bit, you're fucked. Show.
Yeah, bend it too much by turning the page or whatever like that. Oh, there goes your 10 or 9.8 or whatever like that.
You ain't getting on 4 bits, you're getting an 8.
Yeah, you can't. I think you can't even press that. You can't even press that hard paper, that stock.
I got mine pressed.
That's isn't it? Is it? You could press that or you can't.
You can.
You can? But would a wrinkle come out though? That's
on those hardcovers, when there's a wrinkle in it already, or when there's a dent in it, it actually creases it. So I mean, you get a lot more color breaks on those than you would on a normal book with just those little rippled dings,
It's harder to press a modern book than it is a silver or bronze or even a copper age book because of the kind of the covers are made now. If your presser doesn't know what he's doing, he could damage them.
Too much heat can damage the book, definitely.
Okay, I got a question. Okay, so I got a Captain America Timely Comics, 50 something.
Wow.
So that's coming back. So I'm thinking, if Stan Lee makes an appearance here in New York City, should I get that signature series on that one? I'm scared of the marker might bleed through the paper because that paper was like really thin.
Yeah. I'll tell you what to do, hey, Manny.
Have him open it up.
No. Get microchamber paper when he signs it. Put the microchamber paper between the first page and the cover, so when he signs it, it won't bleed through to the first page.
Ooh,
or
smart.
conversely, conversely, you could have them sign the first page of the comic as well, because it still gets the same label.
Yeah, that's what Mike Byrne does. He signs on the inside of books. Cause I got a All-Star Squadron number 43 that he signed, but like I said, he signs on the inside. And then I had a whole shitload of Punisher Volume 2 that he signed. He just opened them up and signed the inside. I don't know why he does that, but yeah.
But it looks better on the outside than the inside.
Yeah.
Because,
especially if you got it slabbed and you're trying to present it and the label says, well, it's signed inside. Okay, well, even though it's certified and everything, but it's just a pop look. You know, for us, we'll be happy for it. We'll be ecstatic. But
I got the signature series, but I got what you're saying though.
Yeah, but for like someone buying it that maybe that wants that pop look, like, oh look, it's signed on the cover and it's not. Yeah. But for us, we don't give a shit. I mean, yeah, Manny, you got that Forever People signed by Kirby, right? So for us, I'd be like, holy shit, that's a great book. But for other people that want to buy that book, they want to see the signature. I mean, it's just preference. It's just all preference.
For a signature book, I want to see the signature. I don't typically buy signature books. I'd rather get the signature myself. But if I'm going to buy one, I want to see it on the cover. I don't want it to be on the inside. If it's a Kirby or something like that, yeah, all right, fine. That's whatever because it's fucking Jack Kirby. But at the same time, I want to see the signature.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll usually ask them to do it on the cover if I see them doing it inside.
Well, I think Mike Barrett's the only one I've dealt with that does it on the inside. Everybody else signs it on the front. Because like you said, you want to see that signature, if you try to flip it or whatever, a person's going to want to, well, is it on there? Do I got to crack this motherfucker open to see?
Well, usually with when you have a label that states like, okay, this has been certified, and that should be your confirmation right there. I mean, but like you said, some people may be skeptic about it and all that. Yeah. But for us, we'll be satisfied. Us comic collectors will be fine because we already know how that system works, and especially with a Jack Kirby signature, the man ain't around no more here. So you take what you can get, especially with Manny. Manny got to kill a deal, and he's got to kill a book.
Let me ask you, Manny, about that comic that you got pressed. Any concern because it's a Golden Age, getting it pressed, applying heat to it, and possibly reducing the lifespan of that paper? No concern?
Nah, he cleaned it up really good.
Yeah.
He took off, there was writing on the R.
Right.
And he showed me the pictures, the before and after, and I was like, oh shit, he took the freaking pencil off.
Yeah.
He got it off. But on some other, he said he didn't. The book has like a flap on it, like a wing, one of the flapping when the spine rolls and it has that flapping on it.
Yeah.
He said he didn't want to mess with it too much because he didn't want to mess it up. He said he could have fixed it a little more, but he was scared.
Yeah,
because those Golden Age books, they're very delicate.
Yeah, that's the thing with my concern with the Golden Age books is, I mean, they're 75 years old already, some of them, and newsprint lasts 70 to 100 years, so applying heat to them doesn't seem like it would be a wise decision. Right?
He probably did the cold press because there's two different kinds.
I don't know if you can tell, but right here, it looked like some tape or something was on the cover of this, and I didn't even want to mess with that because, like you said, the book is like 70-something years old.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to get, further damage, but...
Yeah, when you got tape or some kind of glue or wax or whatever, and it's an old book, just leave it alone, because if it's a valuable book and all that, the last thing you want to do is try to rip that damn thing off, because that thing is coming, that artwork is shot if you do that. So just leave it on there. It's just best to leave it on. You're gonna get a downgrade on it, but you know what? You're gonna get a grade. You're gonna get a better grade if you don't try to fuck with it.
Yeah. Like, if you use that undo shit as well, if it's an older book and it's dirty and that, it's going to leave a stain.
Yes, because it's an oil base. It's an oil base. It will seep. Yes, for anybody that's thinking that they're going to get the goo gone and whatever, you think you can put you go. First of all, they're probably even gonna friggin' you're gonna ruin your book.
On their books.
Yeah,
you're gonna
fucking or whatever.
Your book is gonna be goo gone.
Yeah, basically. And it's just not worth it. And plus, you might even get a purple label because you're trying to restore it.
Let me just run this saw over this Golden Age book, right? Like, that's the same idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So on the YouTube, I've been watching a lot of people doing trade videos, which I've done one myself.
Yep.
So how do y'all like that? Also within the community.
Good.
It's good. It's good. You should do trades, or if you want to sell something, like Tim never got back to me, but that's okay. I guess he don't want the book. But
Oh man,
you know,
sorry,
when somebody, you know, it's kind of when somebody freaking is on Instagram and they ask you how much do you want for that book, and I tell them a price, no response back. You know.
Oh, is that directed for me, man? Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I've never done one before, but my first one was with Undisputed Frost. Like, I got the book that he's sent me, and I'm gonna send his out tomorrow, and then Fool Killer 5150. Me and him has got a big trade going on. I think it involves like 44 books total.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Doing a trade. So I like it because, for one, the books I'm giving up I already have in my collection. These were the extra ones from those mystery boxes I got.
Okay.
So the books that we're going to trade will be able to add to my, my collection as well. You know, I'm over the magical 5K now, trying to keep up with you people. They got over 1 billion, but I like it, and I just can't wait to like I said, do this next video doing the trade with Fool Killer. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've done a few trades over the years.
If anybody's down, man.
Yeah, I've done a few trades over the years. Some pretty big books and stuff like that. I traded with one YouTuber, Gimpy203. I traded him Hulk 181, and he traded me a shit ton of keys, silver keys. I think the best advice I would tell anybody who's going to be doing any trades on here, just get to know the person a bit better. It's probably better if they have actual videos up, so you know that small connection. Yeah. But if you need some additional verification and you're doing a trade with someone, they should have no problem offering up some kind of, not private information, but maybe their eBay channel or eBay username or things like that. You can check out some of their ways they ship and things like that.
One of the things we do in the statue community is we have a page that has a list of all good traders and sellers and then scammers. So people can go on there and look and make sure, hey, this guy's reliable.
Hey, Lou, I don't appreciate that. I want you to take me off that scammer list. All right? Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Well, we're actually doing quite well without you, man.
You're studying in. But I do got a question for Lou, though. Hey, man, I know you're the big statue guy, and I'm not really into statues, but I am going to get that Masters of the Universe statue when it comes out. Are you going to get that one, that He-Man one, or the Skeletor one?
I have it ordered, but I'm still on the fence because it's like I have so much stuff that it's getting very.
Sell some of that shit.
You have me intrigued by this He-Man statue. I gotta go check this out. I'm a huge He-Man fan.
Yeah, the Skeletor one looks amazing too, and then they're doing Evil Lyn as well.
Oh, I saw that one.
Nice.
Yeah. I can't do statues. I have no damn space.
Yeah, me too.
Guys, if you want to see some really great statues, man, take a look at my room over here, man. I do a wonderful video tour on one of my playlists, and yeah, I got quite a few that are on pre-order right now. I went ahead and got that Dark Phoenix on pre-order.
Yes, I did as well.
I got that Miss Marvel on pre-order, and I had to get that Harley Quinn on pre-order.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
The Prime one. That thing is amazing. I pre-ordered it the second, but you saw it sold out, right? It's waitlist.
It's sold out, man. You gotta jump on those Prime ones, man, because I guarantee you that Harley Quinn going for $800 right now. When it hits aftermarket, that bad boy's gonna double in price, man.
15 to 2,000 on the aftermarket.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I see the statue, I'm like, man, I could really buy a sizable key for the same price as a statue. So I'm like, man, that really, because thank God I don't collect statues. I just be eating cup of noodles all day long, man.
All I think is ramen.
Yeah.
I got two statues, and they're still in the box. I'm actually I wouldn't mind trading them for some key issue or something like that. But yeah, they're cool. I like them. But room, space.
Yeah, space. I got a couple of busts myself.
Yeah.
I got a nice big one, you know, the Bowen bust.
Mhm.
Oh, the Bowens, yeah, they're good.
The giant man. It's really big. It's like huge almost. It's really big, and I've been trying to get. I wanted to get the Ant-Man one.
Mm-hmm.
It was it. Yeah, it was the Ant-Man one, and he has like wasp on his shoulder or something.
Right.
I wanted to get that one, but it's just
The
like I
Bowens
gotta
are
get rid of the
expensive.
other. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more. I mean, I like statues, but I'm more into the 1/6 scale. You know,
The smaller
hot
ones.
toy.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I like the quarter. They're very big.
My shit over there, but you know, Batman. I got
There you go.
the Michael Keaton Batman, the Man of Steel.
Nice.
But then I got this big boy right here, the 1/6 scale Hulk.
There you go.
You gotta, hey Tim, you gotta find a statue that you like. You know that's gonna, you know that you're gonna like. Like I know you like Dark Phoenix. I know you like Doctor Strange. It's gonna be a matter of time when they do that Doctor Strange one. You can jump back.
As soon as the movie comes
I
out.
have a couple of Thor statues actually, and I was looking to get a Bruce Lee statue from Bruce Lee's official website. The one run by his daughter. They got some really nice like.
You
cool
gotta
Bruce
get
Lee.
the Blitzway one if you're gonna get Bruce Lee.
Oh shit! How much does that cost?
It's in the 1,000 range.
Oh.
I don't have Bruce Lee, but I do have
Yeah,
Brandon
you got
Lee as
yourself
the
one of
pro.
those New Mutants '98, man. You got yourself a nice statue, brother.
Yeah, you aren't getting. This is the best likeness I've ever seen of Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to my last New Mutants '98, Marty. I might have to hold on to that just just in case it happens to be our generation's Hulk 181 with the really high print one.
I swear, I don't know how it is for Marty yet, but I remember when I started in this hobby, and I was like, $300, that's a lot of money for a statue. Now someone tells me, oh, I'm selling a piece for $1,000, and I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty fair deal. That's not too bad. And it's like, I'm shocked that you could say something like that.
See that Phoenix you have and the right above your head there, and that Thor right behind you? That's some shit that I would. How much does that Thor run for? That thing looks gigantic.
He goes for about $1,600 right
now.
Damn. Oh, right now, yeah. I mean, that's why you have to jump on those orders. You have to jump, and I keep telling people that if you wait for a statue after the fact, you're going to be paying double the price. Man, I'm telling you, I know my statues, brother.
What about how you pronounce the name? The Kodo Bukiyaka or whatever?
Kodo Bukiya.
Yeah, well, I got
here's my Thor statue. It fits in a palm. That's how hardcore I am. It fits in my fucking palm.
I got the Juggernaut when I was stationed in Kansas. I got it for like $250. Now suffers like $400 on Amazon.
I got my Slave Leia statue that
I always loved that one.
Yeah.
But perfect example, the Dr. Doom on Throne. When it first came out, I believe it was like $300 or $350. That sells for $5,000.
Whoa, hold on.
Wow.
Which one?
Talking about
The Dr. Doom on Throne.
If you guys think comic books are an investment when it comes to that,
Statues are
the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to investments, man. I guarantee it. Because here's the thing: when it comes statues, okay, you're either gonna level out or you're gonna double your money on it one way or another.
Marty, Lou just said the Dr. Doom on Throne. Is that the one that I did the video of?
I think that's the one you did the video of, man.
You're freaking kidding me. It goes for that friggin' much money.
Yeah, man.
As long as it's
You gotta
the
sell it?
sideshow one.
As long as it's the what?
Sideshow one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember I was telling you.
Hey there.
Remember I was telling you that statue goes for a pretty penny when I made that comment on yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's sideshow, yes, but not the Bowen one.
No, it's not Bowen. It's the sideshow one.
I'm one of the lucky few that's got one. Yeah, it's got him with his hands crossed like this.
Yeah, he's got his.
He's sitting on his throne, sitting back with his hands crossed.
Like on the Comic Junkie?
I gotta look at this.
If it wasn't far away, I'd pan it for you.
So is there like a giant PGX slab you could put around the statues or something?
James
It'd be a big square like glass fucking.
Yeah, you'll get a 10% discount for sending it in.
All right, that's a different
Yeah,
one.
you're risking more sending it in.
A little Redskin statue right here.
There you go.
So Lou, what's the most you've ever paid for a statue?
The most I've ever paid was $2,000.
Oh,
that's right
huh?
there, right there. Oh no, I'm sorry. Mistake. $2,500 for Optimus Prime.
Oh. All right, I'm cracking open the bottle here. All right.
And actually, Lou is selling me his Sucker Punch set, man, for very cheap, by the way.
For $5,000.
Actually, it was on. I was looking on eBay. A guy was selling the entire set for $3,000, man.
That's a good price.
That's a really good price because if you break it down, I mean, you figure one Sucker Punch statue was probably what $500 some dollars.
I could do it for you, perfect. Baby doll, you're paying $1,000. Sweet Pea's about $800. Rocket is $3,000. You could still get.
So
two of them
basically
are about $300.
Statues have made more money than a movie has, basically.
Yeah, well, easily. I just bought Whisper from the Honey Trap line, and I got it at a steal. They gave it to me for $300, but she sells for $650. So they double in price as soon as they sell out.
Yeah,
I think we found a new way to make money. I mean, like I remember a while
statues,
back, when we talked about, what other ways do you guys make money to buy comics? I'm just going to start buying statues and flipping them. Especially that Prime Deathstroke is one of the greatest statues I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, I sold my. I had ordered a Kerrigan from a StarCraft statue. And I bought it for like $3 something, I think it was. I forget exactly how much. So I didn't want to keep it, and I don't even remember why I bought it for, to be honest with you. So I threw it on eBay, man, and I ended up getting about a little over $600 for that, man. And so I was really happy with that, man. To be honest with you, I mean, I made my shipping back. I made plus that back. So and that actually went to more comic books that I wanted. So, a lot of people talk about, hey, it's great, but it's very difficult when it comes to selling comic books, I notice. I mean, you even look at eBay, Instagram, whatever, people are always trying to lowball you one way or another, or just, it's very, depending on grade and price and stuff like that. But when it comes to flipping statues, man, as I mentioned, unless the statue is damaged, you're going to get what you're asking for.
I was going to ask you, Marty, when you do sell a statue, because I know when if I sell a big money item, I'm putting insurance on it, even if the buyer doesn't want to pay it because you don't want to take that chance. I mean, how much wrapping and all that? I mean, how much supplies on wrapping do you do on a big money statue?
You use the regular box. You use the regular box that it comes in. There's a styrofoam box which fits the statue. And then Sideshow usually has the cardboard that it comes with as well. Or you don't have to use that. You can use something else, but the styrofoam and the box that comes along with it. Yeah. And then once they buy, you ship the mailing label right off of eBay, slap that bad boy in, and I need somebody to come pick it up at my house the next day, man. So I don't have to lug that motherfucker to the mailbox.
So Marty, I mean, you guys have like a separate room where you just keep all the original boxes? Because, man, they're...
Oh, yeah, I keep them in my attic.
I keep it in my garage, man. I've got a two-car garage, so one side of that garage actually is nothing but the boxes and shit. So,
Darwin in the chat wants to know what's a good website for getting statues.
Shit, you name it. I mean, you got Sideshow Collectibles, you got Channel Giant.
Big Bad Toy Store. I buy a lot.
Big Bad Toy Store, yeah. Hey, that's where I get Entertainment Earth is another one.
Yeah. That's where I got that Batmobile at Big Bad Toys.
Yeah, I buy a lot of stuff from them. They're reliable. They package it great. If you have any problems, they'll switch it out for you.
Yeah.
It's more than just. It's just more than the website too. You got to kind of do your research, like which statues you want to play, because you have companies like Sideshow. It comes from Sideshow Collectibles. You got Gentle John. You got Bowen. You've got Prime Studios. You got XM. So there's quite a few different, and they all kind of do their own thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They kind of do their own thing. So
like,
you gotta,
for instance, Pop Culture Shock does Street Fighter, you know, Sideshow, Marvel, DC. Well, they got so many licenses now.
Yeah.
But Prime One is Batman, the Arkham stuff, and the Transformers. So it depends what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Yeah, Silos wants to have a closer look at that Prime statue of yours, Lou.
Yeah, I wish the cameras could get any big. Well, go on my channel. I have a review on it. That's got close-ups and everything. So.
I mean,
you
yeah,
know,
but
another guy that does a really good review, man, that I noticed too, and I'm subscribed to him. It's Cartel from Hell.
Yeah, he's on my show every.
Yeah, he comes on. I think you guys call him the disco boy or something like that.
Yeah, because he's always got the lights going.
The lights, yeah, but he does some really good reviews. He does he shows his statues, does really good reviews on that, and he's got a hell of a collection, man. I would tell you, he's got some really great stuff. So you know, a shout out to him, Cartel from Hell. Check his stuff out. He's got some really good stuff. Lou of course, got some amazing stuff. But I think you're a little backlogged right now, ain't you, Lou?
Oh, I got so many, dude. I have about 350, and half of them are in storage. It's just crazy.
wow.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
a
think
big
Lou
fan
too,
of
man.
Bill's statue behind Marty.
Lou has 50,000 comic books, man. Right? Is that what you said?
It's up there. At least 30,000.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And a structural beam to reinforce your house.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hope you got insurance.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
Your insurance
They're
must be
insured.
fucking astronomical.
So, let's see. This following week, tonight, you guys know Walking Dead's coming on tonight, and
Yes,
Yeah.
love that show.
we got there's of course the regular TV shows. Is Supergirl is that mid-season over with right now, or is the season?
I'm behind. I'm too behind, so I don't know if they took a break yet or something.
No,
not
they
yet.
took a break because of the Some award
Yeah.
show, right? It was
The Grand,
Grammy.
yeah.
I will be honest, guys. This past couple weeks, I have not been able to watch any shows. I've not been able to read any books or anything. The only books that I've been reading is Anatomy and Physiology 2 and learning about the freaking vascular system, hearts, and shit like that, man. My apologies. That's why I was out earlier, because I needed to get some more studying done in. And then, of course, Ray's been holding down the fort for me as far as the YouTube channel, making videos and everything. But as soon as this exam is over with, and I go ahead and hopefully get back on track and everything until the next exam comes up, and I have to kind of buckle down.
I've been holding it up, making the videos. I've been holding it.
Yeah, but
Making a shit ton of videos.
what we're going to go ahead and do is I guess we'll go ahead and close out because I think we've been running about almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And usually our shout-outs and final thoughts usually take about another 30 minutes to do. So we'll go ahead and close out with that, man. But we'll go ahead and start down the road. We'll start down with I know I went left last time. We'll go ahead and go with Tim this time. Tim, shout-outs. Anybody want to shout out one or two people, and any final thoughts for you, brother?
What the fuck? The show's over? It's only been like fucking hour and a half, man. I wanted like the 6-hour marathon. No, I just want to give a shout out to Marty and the rest of the homies on the panel. It's fun. This one is much more relaxing than the one we do on Thursday, which is kind of like, more like reviews and serious shit. Here I can just say filth, filth, and, just talk some crazy shit, just hanging out with the fellow comic geeks and geeks in general. Shout out to Marty for allowing me to come on here and just talk shit, and just going to say shout out to all the guys in the military. You guys are all honorable people. I don't care what other people say. They can always choke on a fucking dick. So that's all I gotta say.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. And we'll go ahead and go down the line, and we'll go with Trevor. What's up, brother?
Hey, I second everything Tim said there. And thanks for having me on. It's always fun. And just a quick note, you guys were talking about statues and stuff. There's a cool channel I watch, Make Mine Marvel, and he's got a really cool room setup and stuff. I don't know if you guys know him or anything. But
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
really, really neat setup. Like he does like a room tour and stuff, and he's got some really cool displays. And check it out if you haven't seen it. But those statues, man, cool stuff. So my final thoughts are I should probably start buying statues.
Now, Trevor, understand they're not like comics. You can't go 1, 2, 3 of the series, man.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to get over my OCD, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Always
having me
great
on.
to have you, brother. Always great to have you as well, Tim, Trevor. I appreciate you guys coming on for sure, man. Thanks a lot. Steve from Payne's Comics, all the way from not the land down under, but the other side of the pond. United Kingdom, right? Is it? What do you guys be called United Kingdom or Britain?
Yeah, I'm from England.
Okay, England.
We don't really associate with the Scottish much, but or the Welsh. I just want to say, thanks for having me on. Thanks to all the peeps in the chat and everyone that's watching live and watching, this in like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to my newest subscriber, which is Tim Morant.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. And, hey, listen, man, I really appreciate you staying up to, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning over there right now?
It's almost 1:30. That's not bad.
Yeah. So, I'm glad you were able to stay up and join us and stuff. It's always great to be able to have you. I know with work I know Lou has the same problem. Sometimes he's working on Sundays. Greg, sometimes you're working on Sundays as well. I know that.
Yep.
So I'm glad you actually can take your time to be able to do this with us. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so we got Marky Mark.
He's muted.
Can't hear you, brother.
Sorry. As always, thank you, Marty and Ray, for letting me come on the show again. So big shout out to you guys, a big shout out to everybody on the panel, and it's just been great. I do want to give one shout out to Eddie, the comic guy, real cool dude. I actually did I did a random act of kindness for him. He seen one of my videos. He wanted one of my action figures that I was using to prop up one of my the comics and everything. So I sent him that, and I found out that he liked Chaos Comics, so I sent him a couple of extra doubles I had. So big shout out to him. He's a cool guy, and I think Manny, he's coming to the show too, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he did say that.
Okay, cool. So I'll see him there, and we'll have a kick-ass time, and you guys rule. And also, Tim, and shout out to you over there. Thank you for letting me come on to your show again. That was cool, brother.
Anytime, man, anytime.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mark. Appreciate you coming on as always, too, man. And guys, you guys really do not have to thank us. To be honest with you, you guys are the community, man. I should be thanking you guys for taking your time to come on this show to make the show what it is, man. So please don't thank us at all, man. This is definitely for all you guys. Really, I'm not, with seriously, I'm very humbled that you guys would take the time out of your day to do this. So, all right, Manny, go ahead, brother.
Let's see. Give a shout out to. There's so many, man. There's so many. I just want to say I'm gonna apologize to everybody because I'm behind on videos and it gets a little overwhelming when people make videos and it's like you want to watch the videos. So it's I just want to apologize to everybody. I'll get to them soon. I don't know when, but yeah. So yeah, I just give a shout out to. Let's see. I'm gonna give a shout out to Francis McMilliman. He's coming to the show also, Marky. He's from Boston. He's from up there.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
But
Sweet.
yeah, I give a shout out to him. I don't even know if he watches this show or not, but he's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy. I met him a couple of times. So yeah, man. And
we're gonna have a kick-ass time. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a kick-ass time.
Definitely.
You guys need to link up with Lou too. See if Lou's going to that bad boy.
No, not that one, but I will be at New York Comic Con.
All right.
Lou, final thoughts and shout out from you, brother.
All right, well, I love being on the show. I got to meet a lot of cool guys here. Get more into the comics again, which that was my roots, so I really enjoy doing these talks. And for a shout out, I'm going to go with a newer guy, Cheap Ass Statue Collector. I think you guys who are thinking about starting on getting into it, definitely check him out. He's got some good stuff and some tips of where to get started.
Awesome, Lou. It's great to have you, man. I know you've been out a while, you know, with work and everything. So thanks a lot for coming on, brother. As always, I'm going to keep hounding you for those sucker punches, man.
Not happening.
He said
Yeah,
not
I'll
happening.
sucker punch you for free, man.
Like, it took me years.
That's all he's going to say. I'll sucker punch you, all right, motherfucker.
I'll make you a deal. You get Emily Blunt to come over here, and I'll give you the statues.
I can make that happen.
If I can get her to come over, it's going to be coming over here.
I get a blunt to come over, but ain't no Emily attached to it.
All right, Greg from Greg's Comic Corner. Shout out and you know, final thoughts from you, man.
So thanks for having me on. It's good to be back home in the U.S. from vacation. But my shout out is Jean Paul Ace Peter. He does these hangouts all the time. And we have the best conversations in the world.
Yes, we do.
It starts on comics, and then it gets political, and it goes to food, and then travel, and it's just a good time to just hang out. So, if you guys are ever, you know, not doing anything, and Gene's doing one of the doing the hangouts, come by, man. It is so much fun just hanging out.
We talked an hour.
1 p.m. on a freaking Tuesday though when I'm working. I'm like, oh man, I get the invites all the time, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But on Saturday, he was on for 8 hours. He was just on for 8 hours, and I popped on for like the last 3 or 4. So,
yeah, me and Greg talked an hour about our friggin' when we went to Italy and stuff like that for an hour. It was awesome, man. We were just talking about stuff and all the things that we've seen. It was cool. It was an awesome hangout.
So yeah, and then I'll be up in Big Apple Con as well. So
cool.
I'll be looking forward to meeting everyone up there.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. That Big Apple Con, man. I mean, everybody's linking up there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And apparently, Big E said that Don the Comic Junkie is sending the comic community poster.
Yes.
So he's going to do a video of us all signing that poster, and then he'll pass it along to somebody else.
I'm bringing my Sharpies.
That is freaking awesome, man. I love this shit. I'm so glad you guys could actually, you know, you guys met on here, actually be able to go do shit like that together, man.
Yeah.
You know, and shit, the only person I've linked up with, Comic DJ, man. You know.
You make it seem like it's a bad thing. Comic DJ.
No, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
As long as there's another rant, you're fine.
I'm afraid when he gets angry, man, he scares me and stuff. You know what I mean? You've seen the videos when he gets angry, man. He's like the Hulk, man. He tears shit up, you know?
You see the motherfucker in a CBCS shirt, they're going down.
I'm telling you, Marty, just get yourself some tickets for Comic-Con. You can stay here.
Did you see his video where the guy mailed him that CGC book? It was like X Factor 24, and it was my kid. I have my 3-year-old son cracks up hilariously when he goes $15, $15 for this. He's just shaking a piece of bubble wrap. My kid cracks the hell up. Like I could do a video of my son redoing that video. It's hilarious. Like, he's awesome when he gets mad. He cracks me up.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a fun guy to hang out with too. If you guys haven't seen it, we actually went to the one of the small comic show together, and he actually put together a vlog, which I thought was kind of cool because I had never done a vlog before, but he had put it together, and we kind of talked through that, so that was fun, man. You know, so my recommendations for you guys doing the AppleCon, man, do yourself a little vlog, put it together, man. People like watching that shit. You know?
They love watching them.
Yeah.
When I do my walk-arounds of New York Comic-Con, tons of views.
Tons, man. Talk about getting views there, you know? And Tim, you don't even have to pay for the views.
That's it.
I was thinking about like strapping a GoPro to like the top of my fucking head.
Yeah, I bought one. I actually just bought one.
I mean, literally show like I'm digging through these long boxes with a thing on my head, you know what I mean? And just talk to random cosplayers and just talk shit to them, and you know.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you do videos of cosplayers. That's another thing that gets a shit ton of views.
It does.
Especially if they're the
I wonder why.
females.
Yeah.
There's a guy on YouTube, Schadenfreude Industries, who does interviews of cosplayers. He's fucking.
Oh man, he has hundreds of thousands of views, dude, but he knows the cosplayers from over the years, so he can get me with sexual harassment and not be fucking doing me.
Check out Mediocre Films. He does.
Yeah, he's funny too. I like Mediocre Films.
Yeah.
He's really, really funny though.
Pretty funny with the cosplayers.
Yeah, and you know, he's like an older guy and does his interviews, and it's really raunchy jokes, but it's the way he's got great timing, and it comes out really great.
Yeah, good presentation too.
I'm looking forward to seeing how you look in that Captain America one.
Oh, you don't know. I actually got I had gotten a commission done for the Batman Arkham Origin.
Nice.
But it's just a kit, so I have to put it together myself. You know, so I got to put the entire kit together, and I still got to get an airbrush. So there's a lot of work to do on that, but it's a beautiful freaking piece. It came with a cowl and the entire body suit and everything. But the Captain America one is ready to go. The only thing I need is to kind of get maybe some pants and an undershirt or whatever, and just throw some curls on that day so my eyes can just, All right, hey Greg, anything else, brother?
No, that's it, man. Thanks for having me on. As always, it's always a great time being on here.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks. You look very, very comfortable, by the way.
Oh, I had to find some. My son has been on a tirade the past couple of days since we've been home. He's just screaming and yelling, so I locked myself in here.
No, I got you, brother. I got you. All right, Gene Paul Ace Peter. Also, Sean, what's up, brother? Shout outs and final thoughts on you, man.
Well, shout out to everybody who was in the comments, leaving comments, and everybody who's keeping me company while I scan in all my books and stuff. Yeah, and a shout out to Lou there. Lou was actually probably my first subscriber here when I got on YouTube. So, long time, man.
In the day.
Yeah.
Lou is a devoted subscriber, man. He will subscribe to you. It doesn't matter if you have one video on there or no content whatsoever. He will subscribe to you. Good people right there for Lou.
Yeah. Happy 33.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Gene, I always say, I always hear that you're scanning comics, and I asked somebody one time, I know it's just the ending, but tell me, can you be more specific? Exactly what are you doing when you're scanning? Is it just updating your collection to a database?
Well, yeah, I'm developing my own database here using Plus and stuff. So I'm scanning in all my books and any major flaw or anything like that. This is only my personal collection, but this way I'm able to go through and separate everything, and it's going to be easy to grab when I want to sell it. And what I want to do is just hand out the PDFs or the files so that people can just use it for free. I don't know. I hear people paying like $50 for stuff, and I don't know. It should be free.
Well, hey, I'd love to be a beta tester, man. Send me the software.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, thanks for coming on. As always, Sean, I really appreciate it. And I also appreciate you doing those off-air hangouts as well. You know, I jump on there every so often when I get an opportunity to.
Yeah,
and it's fun just to BS and talk shit. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate everybody dropping by.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
You know, I made the mistake of doing a private chat with Jimmy C one time because he was snowed in, and I actually published it, man. But there was a shit ton of off-color jokes in there. You know what I mean? Manny, you were in that one, right, with Jimmy C?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Because I didn't know. I was like, oh, I'll just do it. And then I was like, oh, shit, this is streaming live. I was like, there was jokes about Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Asians, all kinds of shit. It was hilarious.
Oh shit!
That's too fucking funny, man. Hey, it's just like I tell you guys, we have to cut the show at the hour and 30 minute because it takes us 30 minutes to do shout outs and final thoughts, man. Because we like to bullshit along the way with this, man.
Well, I gotta go get on some auctions. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, man. Hey, listen, guys. Once again, me and Ray really appreciate you guys coming on. Oh shit, Ray! Final thoughts and shout outs.
Ray was running the ship. Now he's at the back of the ship.
That's it.
That's kind of messed up. He hosted the entire show while I was gone, and I totally just threw him to the back burner after.
Sounds good, brother. I'd like to give a big shout out to Undisputed Frost with the trade that we did, and I appreciate this book, brother.
Nice. Oh, nice.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to my trade I got coming up with Fool Killer. Like I said, there's some big books involved with that. I think a total of like 44 books.
Awesome,
When
dude.
I added it up. So, like I said, books I already had, I don't need, but he needed them, so we're gonna make that trade. So, and then
Steve's
give a shout out to all the panel. Get a shout out to all the panel members on here. Like I said, this show wouldn't be what it is without you. Me and Marty would probably just be arm wrestling or whatever if it was just me and him, and I would win.
Naked arm wrestling?
No.
Hey,
Do it
Reese,
like the Romans did, baby.
No.
hey, since you said that,
You got
Ray,
me-
we're
you
gonna
got me
make an arm
confused
wrestling.
with somebody else.
Hey, no touching tips on this show, guys. Okay. Hey, anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming on. I really, absolutely love it, and shout out to you guys. If you guys seen a lot of these panel members, and I always put a link at the descriptions box once I start doing the processing and stuff. So please go down and subscribe to him. Lou does a lot of statue videos and stuff like that. So, you know, that's just another extension of what this community is about: statues, comic books, and what have you. They all kind of intertwine together, guys, and I think it just makes up the overall piece. You know, that's just like cosplayers. We've yet to get a cosplayer on our show, but hopefully one day. You know, they're part of the community.
Well, you technically have two, because I do it and you're starting to do it.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. That's, I'm no way
Get the
professional.
Vamp on.
I know I'm breaking out my Wonder Woman costume next weekend.
Need to do a bondage cover reenactment.
By the way, his Wonder Woman costume is underoos.
Yeah, surprisingly,
AP label
they
on the
came
channel.
back. You know, they sell them at Hot Topic on
Yep.
these.
Oh, boy.
We can do a show, dress up as your favorite female superhero or villain. So, if everybody come on as a female character with makeup and everything like that, and we'll do the entire show just like that, man.
How are you going to do a show tied up as Wonder Woman?
We'll just call it the Fanatic Drag Femboy.
The drag talk show, Sunday drag show.
The League of Ugly Women.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I like that last one.
Man, you're probably the best looking female on the show, man.
And don't forget to give us $5 tips for each dress up.
Yes.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, I'll go ahead and close the show out, man. I really appreciate everybody coming on. Thanks a lot. Hey, shout out to all the subscribers out there. I really do appreciate that. My apologies for not being throughout this entire show, but I think Ray did an awesome job hosting it. And thank you so much for doing that, Ray. I do appreciate that. You are my battle buddy, so my co-host, so of course, you know, I had no doubt whatsoever you would run with it. And, yeah, it gets a little FaceTime, you know what I mean? A little
Marty,
FaceTime.
I'm going to throw this on another one of my social media sites. It'll get it some more hits.
All right, brother. I definitely appreciate that. And also, hey, Lou also has a collector on Facebook as well. He also has Facebook, so follow him on there. Also,
Yeah,
Tim
you
has-
could join my group too, Immortalized in Stone.
Yeah, Immortalized in Stone, exactly. That's the group he has on Facebook. We also have a Comic Book Fanatics Facebook. Tim also has an Instagram. That's Lords of the Long Box for Tim, right?
Yeah, or TiVo 14, whichever one.
Right. And Marky, you're also on Instagram as well. Manny, aren't you on Instagram too?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah. And Greg, are you on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that as well?
I'm on Instagram for comics. I only use Facebook really for all my competition barbecue stuff.
Okay. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Hey, you guys check them out. Follow them. I am also on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter. Usually I post a lot of the books or statues that I get prior to doing the video on. I usually post them on Instagram first because it's just so much easier to take a picture of it, post it,
Exactly.
and do the video. So if you guys want to kind of see the exclusive prior to actually doing a video on it, check it out, man. I'm on there as well. All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot for coming. I appreciate it. You guys stay safe. Take care of each other out there, and I will talk with you guys later.
All right.
Good night. Peace.
Hey.